Hi, this is Deborah Essex coming to you from Transwest RV in Belton, Missouri. I got the great pleasure today of introducing you to the 24 Baystar. This is a 27-foot coach. It's actually the 2724. It replaces the model that Newmar had last year called the 2702. So the great thing with this particular one is you have a full wall slide. So part of the reason they made a full wall slide this year for this particular coach is it gives you a lot more walkway, which was desperately needed in the bedroom area. So as you can see, I've got plenty of space back here if I want to stretch or move around or dance with my other half before we go to sleep or anything like that. There's plenty of room. Big, beautiful queen size bed back here. It's very spacious compared to what had been back here before, just because of that slide extension being a full wall slide over here. You do have plenty of room in here for hanging up your clothes. There is a power outlet up there at the top as well. So if you're wanting to, pull out your iron or pull out a radio or something and just have a little music back here, whatever, you would have something that you could plug in to as well. This cushion is actually for your table in the kitchen area there, so you can make that into a bed as well. So if you have little ones that want to spend the night maybe, or perhaps you have a big beautiful dog that you want to make a bed for, you'd be able to make that into a bed. There's plenty of space on the bottom areas as well for drawers. If you have socks, shoes, jeans, t-shirts, caps, whatever, there's plenty of room in there. And Newmar Fashion as well, as you know, they're really known for beautiful, beautiful cabinetry. The woodwork around the bed is pretty fantastic, especially for being a smaller coach. The Baystars are becoming more and more popular all the time just because of the length. You can get in and out of any of the national parks with them. It is definitely under 36 feet, only being 27 feet, of course. It's even nicer because you can park pretty much any baseball game. It's really easy to get into camps or landlocked places like racetracks and things like that. So a lot of people love these coaches for that reason. There's still storage underneath the bed on this queen size bed. So you have plenty of room if you want to put some chairs or extra cowboy boots or something fun like that, guitar items, guitar strings for people like me. And there are plugins on each side of the bed as well for your phones, laptops, games, whatever you need it for, as far as that part goes. I love the big window in the back too. It's really nice. It's kind of a bonded window. It's very pretty. You can pull the shade down so you have a little more shade, but I love the direct sunlight. It feels really great, especially on a beautiful summer day like today right here at Transwest. You do have a nice little shower area in here. I love the skylight at the top. As most of you know, I do have super tall brothers, tall, big men in my family. So having a shower that they can actually fit in, that they can take a nice little shower in and be comfortable in, is something very, very nice to have around. Over here to the left is that table I was talking about. I love the way that they've kind of built this into something a little bit more comfortable, a little more spacious. You can kind of lay back, maybe play some cards, play a game, play your guitar, whatever you want to do. The windows do ventilate, which is really nice too. So even though they're bonded at the top, you could open them up and get a little nice breeze. And it's kind of gorgeous out today. You might be able to hear some of that air coming through from the road and everything as well, which is great. So if you're out by the water, you just want to feel a nice cool breeze in the evening, or just get some ventilation in here, it's really nice space. This will convert into a bed as well. So like I said, if you have a small child or maybe a pet and you just want to make plenty of room for your Great Dane or your Husky or your Retriever or whatever, this will make into a bed. At the very front there, we do have this really gorgeous couch as well, really spacious. It will pull out, so you could use that actually as an extra sleep space for your guests as well. So the great thing is you could sleep up to 5 people in here as well. You got a really nice walkway, so if you did have another person come over that just wanted to use an air bed, you got plenty of room where you could put some air beds out too. So great camping coach as far as that part goes if you're in a small space. I love the fact that you actually have an oven in here too. So if you want to make some cookies or some treats or bake a casserole, you've got the option to do that. Burner propane, which I love cooking with gas. A lot of people like the induction oven. They're both great, just different birds. We were talking about this beautiful background back here. It's very artistic. It almost looks like something you see in a modern art museum as far as that part goes. But I love the contrast it gives you with the darker wood. It really helps lighten things up in here a lot. and it just looks sleek and really clean. It'd be really nice. As usual, they do have kind of the farm style kitchen sink. And you can see we've already winterized this one. That's why you're seeing this wrap. So for all you newbies to the RV world, that's why that's wrapped. I'm just making sure everything's protected really well. We also do offer all kinds of services this time of the year. If you're needing to have your air conditioning looked at or needing some work done in our shop, feel free to call anytime. We are also looking right now for coaches that are about 5 years. If you want an upgrade, give us a call. We're ready for the trade in, trade up right now. It's a great time to look at things. We still have a few 23s left. And as you can see, this is a brand new 24, which is really, really nice. A lot of people like to just upgrade things when they're getting ready for that big trip. A lot of you still have huge parties coming up for 4th of July. Maybe you're traveling to see some friends right before you go back to school. And summer always seems to go by way too fast. There's a ton of space up here for a smaller coach, which is really nice. So you've got plenty of room to store some food. And you also have a really nice space underneath the sink, just for whatever supplies you need as well. Little drawers down here too. There's always remotes for everything in the Newmar products. So we'll show you how to use all of that, which is really great. And then up here up front, one thing I'm super excited about for this year as well is you do have a really nice big stereo screen. So it does have Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay, which clearly I don't have my Apple phone here with me to pair. So we haven't paired any devices yet, but you'd be able to play all of your music through it, listen to your podcast, use your map systems, use your apps and everything right through this system. And it's nice and big, so you wouldn't have to worry so much about somebody helping you navigate with their phone or plugging in. You can do it all through here. There is a table that will pull up and pop as well, so if you want to have a little dinner right here, you can. On our passenger seat, in Newmar fashion, you do have a little tray you can pull out as well. So you could use that either to eat a snack, or if you want to use your laptop, that's really kind of what it was prepared for. So you could use it as a writing station, or you could use it for your computer, kind of whatever you needed it for. It's just really well thought out, gives you plenty of space, and the seats are extremely comfortable. They do have a gorgeous Samsung TV up here. So if you want to watch a show once you get parked somewhere, maybe a baseball game, Royals are actually doing good this year, so props up for the Kansas City Royals. If you want to watch some baseball, you'd be able to do that. All of the electronics are super easy to get to if you're wanting to check your generator, open your steps, open up your awnings, anything like that. They're very, very easy to access. And one great thing about the smaller coaches for this year too, I've kind of taken Katie all over the place. I'm sorry for walking around, but the KDI screen this year is massive. It's really big. So the nice thing is you can actually pair this to your phone. You'll be able to check all of your tanks as far as your fresh water, gray water, black water. You can turn on all the lights or turn them all off with here, which you're going to see me do that right now. But you can pair that to your phone as well. So if you're wanting to check things as you're out, the nicest part, which I absolutely love, we're going to show you real quick. Right now, it's still mid-morning here. It's 80 degrees outside already, but we've already got it preset at 66. So let's say you went for a hike and it starts to get a little bit too hot outside. You could literally take your phone, pair it to this, and turn this down to 60 just by pressing it, just like I'm doing on this pad. You could do that on your phone. So when you got back into your coach, it'd already be pre-cooled for you, which is really amazing. Makes it really nice and user-friendly. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it when it comes to electronic parts. So that's a really nice feature that they've added to all of the coaches for this year model. So even on the Bay Star, which of course is a gas coach, a little bit shorter, it's really nice to have great electronics that work extremely well. So, and in Newmar fashion, once again, they've got this really beautiful brushed look with the wood, tons of space for extra storage. So if you have extra games, or you need just extra supplies that you can get to easily. Most of my customers, especially the people that do full time or go away for weeks at a time, always tell me there's never enough space to store things. So it's always great to have a little bit extra storage area for that. There actually is a little storage area up here as well. We do have a Norcold refrigerator, freezer, so that will work extremely well. It also has a really strong inverter. It is really nice and cool in here. As you can see, there's little inductions throughout the entire coach. It is spread throughout the entire coach. So the air conditioning feels fantastic in here. If you don't believe me, come check it out because it's hot here today. So feel free to stop by anytime. My name's Deborah. I work here at Transwest. It's pretty easy to find. I'm the only female on staff currently in sales. So I have to be really good at what I do because if I'm really bad, everybody's going to know. So our goal is that you get here, you find what you want easily, have a great time, and we can help you find what works best for your family's needs and your budget. One thing I failed to tell everybody that's kind of important too, one awesome thing about Newmar is they do have an owner support system where you can call this number. If you register your VIN number with them, they will know exactly what model of coach that you have, so they can help you troubleshoot things very easily over the phone. There's also Noogles. If you don't want to talk to anybody, they do have short little tutorials on there, sometimes little videos, and maybe a couple minutes long. They help you troubleshoot things. This just saves you a lot of time sometimes if there's just something small that you're needing to kind of know how to do on your own if you wanted to, or if you just have a question that maybe we missed and perhaps I'm with another customer, one of our technicians are busy in the back. A lot of times your Newmar rep at this number will already have the answer for you. So I highly recommend that you use that owner support number, especially if you're out on the road, maybe you forgot how to pull in a slide or take it out, something simple like that. A lot of times first RVers, there's a lot to remember. So it just makes it convenient for you and really easy. They do have JBL systems and everything. So for you musicians, if you want to hear some really great symphony music, or you just want to jam out maybe on Pearl Jam song or something, great stereo system. So I think you'll really love that. Come check it out. We would love to see you. The number here is 816-602-3433. Have fun traveling this summer.